There we go. I am ready. Good morning, and Happy New Year. I think I can still say that. It's the 9th. So, when is the cutoff when you stop saying Happy New Year? But I do want to wish you a very, very Happy New Year and welcome here. Thank you for those who have shared. Judy, I believe you're here unless you stepped away for a bit. Um, Welcome here. Hello, bonjour. My name is DeniseWillerton. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in East St. Paul, Manitoba, Canada. Um, if you are a demonstrator, welcome here. Hopefully, I will inspire you or maybe leave you with an idea or two, hopefully. And um, and I'm thrilled that you're here. If you are not a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, but you would like to be part of my team, it's a great time to join. I will explain that in a minute. I just want to go through some things here first. Hi, Karen. Um, don't forget to share, my dear. You usually do. And so I'm just giving you a friendly reminder. I have many ladies that shared ahead of time. Let's see if I can get everybody in here. That's everybody that's in the draw so far. Bonjour, Lucy. Comment ça va? Are you at work today or are you at home? Um, let's get to it. I want to talk about what's on my table here. So, because of the postal strike, some Christmas cards are slowly trickling in. I cannot talk. Look at this beautiful card that I got from my friend and teammate Wendy. Isn't it gorgeous? So she did some stamping. She did some brushing. Can you see the little dots on the trees? Um, she took a white gel pen, probably like a jelly roll or something, and just dotted to give these trees and this look like it's snowing. Isn't it beautiful? I love it. And I love how, like, the whole halo effect. Anyway, Wendy, thank you. It is stunning. I don't know if she's going to be popping in today. It is celebration time. This went live 2 days ago, um, as did the mini catalog. So for every $75 that you spend, either here or in the large catalog or the last chance products, um, it all adds up. When you get to $75, you get to choose a free item in the catalog. And now I'm allowed to open it and show you. If your sales go up to, the increments changed, so I am up to 150. You get to choose some of the bundles that are at the back, and they're gorgeous. I actually featured this last week in my live. Okay. Um, and so that's that. I've got this tagged just because I am going to be using some products from there this morning. So I want to be able to quickly find it. Karen, thank you, my dear, for sharing. Okay, here we go. January tutorial bundle. As usual, the team that has put this together, they have stated the prices. So if you place a $65 order with me, you'll receive the January 2025, you'll receive that bundle. If you don't place an order with me, but you are interested in it, and this can be anywhere in the world, if you're in Canada, the US, the UK, it doesn't matter where you are, you can send me $25 and state that you're interested in the January 2025 bundle, and I can get that off to you. Okay. So here's what I was chatting a little bit about before. Celebration is always a great time to join. So if you want to join my team, you do not need to do what I do. You don't need to host classes. You don't need to do videos. You can just grab this and run and never do a thing with it. Okay. With the whole team thing, you can just sign up in order to grab this. So what this is for $135. So you would pay, you would go to my website, you would hit join, and that's going to cost you $135. There are two options. Option number one is pay $135. You get $165 worth of product, whatever you want, wherever it is. Both catalogs, the last chance item, it doesn't matter. Just shop away for $165. And then you also get this, I don't know if this is coming through really well, this stamp set for free, handmade designs. So that's a great stamp set to watercolor or to use markers or blends on. And you also get to choose 2 sets of the Stampin' Write markers. So in any of the families. So the brights, the subtles, the neutrals, and what am I missing? The brights, the subtles, the neutral, and no, I've said brights. The brights, the subtles, the neutrals, and the regals, okay? So you get to choose 2, okay? So that is offer or option number 1. That's $295 worth of product, and you've paid $135 for it. It's a great time to sign up, especially if you want to just kind of grab some things. Option number 2 is you pay $135, you get $165 worth of product plus an additional $41 worth of product of your choice. So you're going to shop that anywhere. So that's $206 value of product. So for $135, option number 2 is $206. For option number 1, $135. Why is that not making sense in my mind though? Anyway, I copied and pasted that from the I just don't understand why both of them would be the same amount. I need to look into that because it's not computing in my brain. But anyway, it's a great time to join. Whew. Let's get to it. Oh, you know what I forgot to print? I forgot to print all my measurements. I've got my example here for me. I sent all those measurements out yesterday. Who's playing along? Did anybody take the time to do all of that cutting? I'm going to show you what I do, and the box of everything is over there. So you know those beautiful boxes that you buy at, you can get them at the dollar store. You can get them, I believe, at Michael's. These sort of things. You know these beautiful boxes that have a lid? I have them everywhere in my studio. So over there by my working table, I have a box and I've got dividers in there, and that's where I keep all my fun folds. Okay. So, you know, pleated cards pop up inside. I keep all my fun folds in alphabetical order in that box over there. And what I do is I take inexpensive cardstock from Staples, and I actually cut my templates and I mark them all up saying exactly what they are, what the sizes of the cardstock is to cover it, the design paper to cover it, and everything. So these are my templates that I keep in my fun fold box up at the top of my class. So we're going to be working on a wiper card today. I wanted to print out my cheat sheet and I forgot. I totally forgot. Okay, who is ready for this? I cut out 2 kits. We're going to start with this one. This one I'm going to create and not in a wiper card. Okay, I'm going to do that on purpose just to show you that you don't need to use all of the little elements in that, okay? So we're going to grab our Stampin' Trimmer. We're going to grab our card base. Did I do that right? Yes. So this measures 8.5 by 4 1/4, and I scored this at 1.5 and 3 inches. Okay, so I have already scored that, and we're going to fold it like so. Okay, so there's that first fold for the wiper card. Okay, we're going to just take care of all of our card bases first. Then you're going to grab another piece. I guess I did I don't know if I pre-scored my second one. This one measures, where are you? So here's my number 2. This one measures 8.5 by 2 inches. And again, I scored at 1.5 and 3. And I'm going to do the same thing. Okay, so they're both looking like that. I'm not going to create this one as a wiper. Okay, we're just going to go ahead now and start putting down all of our design paper. So this is the Meandering Meadows. It is an absolutely gorgeous set of design papers, and I'm just going to blow these out and make a ton of cards. They're stunning. This is on the last chance. So if anybody is interested in Meandering Meadows, now's the time to grab it. So this piece of design paper measures 5 3/8 by 4 1. Let's get some adhesive on that. I think this one is just about dry or empty. Oh, I got a little bit in there. I'm going to just stick that on my stand. And we're going to pop that down right on our card front. Now, if you want, you could cut another piece of cardstock this size and then just your design paper a smidge smaller. So those that share this morning, you're going to get a chance of choosing 2 of either card. Okay, now this is going to go down like so. Okay, and that's why we want to put that one down first. So now we're going to grab a piece of design paper, and this one measures 5 3/8 by 1 7/8, and that's going to go down right there. Okay, can you girls hear me? I'm sure you would. You can, because you would have been saying something. You're awfully quiet. You're awfully quiet this morning. No, I think this one is dry. Don't be shy. Okay, this one is new, and I don't even have to press it. That's an awful lot of glue in that corner, but I think I'll be okay. You want to make sure when you're putting down your design papers that if they're directional, you want to make sure that you're not putting them down the wrong way. Not that I've ever done that. Let's get 2 little pieces on here. I'm just going to continue on with this design here. You don't have to do that, but I'm choosing to do that. I love this design paper too, Judy. So these little pieces, they both measure the same. They are 1 7/8 by 1 3/8. Okay, so let's put these down Who has made a wiper card? Has anybody made a wiper card? Do you even know what it is? Maybe, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. I'm just curious if you have ever created one. So that's down. It sure does, and that's exactly where I'm going with this one. I am making this into a sympathy card, a thinking of you card, all of that beautiful stuff. And those are the cards that you actually, or for me anyway, I don't like making them when I need them. Now this piece here measures 4 1/8 by 1 3/8, and that's going to go down right here. This is actually a continuation of the design. Oh, well, you probably did then, Judy. You probably did make one. Lucy's made one before. I love making them, and they're not as hard as it would seem, that's for sure. Sometimes I find the hardest part is deciding what design paper I'm going to use. And then at the end, the design paper always ends up being stunning. Now this one here is 1 3/8 in width, and I cut it down to 2 1/8. You can do this size both times, but I just wanted to show you that if you are kind of watching your design paper intake, or you have like just a little scrap, this one measures 1 3/8 by 2 1/8, and we're going to put that right at the top. Judy, I'd be curious to know what it was that you made, and it probably was a wiper card. Okay, so we're going to put some adhesive on that. And again, if your design paper is directional, you want to make sure that you're going the right way. Okay, and so now here is our bottom portion, and see how that fits in there quite nicely. I'm not putting the wiper in this one. I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive just on this first box. Okay, so here's my first score line. I'm putting adhesive just in there, and we're going to line that up so it's square with the bottom and the edge of the card, just like that. Okay, now we can fold this and fold this, or we can open it right up. Either way, it really doesn't matter which way you put down this bottom portion. Okay, so I am going to put a little bit of glue right here, and I'm just going to close all of this down. I want to make sure that I am square at the bottom right here and square on the side. Okay, just like that. Give that a minute. I'm not square at the bottom. There, now I am. Close that, and now that is going to fit in an A2. Okay, now let's make this into a thinking of you or a sympathy, and I'm going to grab the Spotlight on Nature dies, and I'm also going to grab Unbounded Love. I can go My Heart Goes Out to You or With Sympathy. Which one should I grab? And I'm going to use this die. I love these dies. If you don't have the Spotlight on Nature dies, they're gorgeous. You kind of have like a flower petal version of different sizes, and then just kind of dots and dashes on this side. My heart goes out to you. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm pretty sure it would still die cut nicely, but I see that I didn't clean all the little confettis out the last time I used this. There, that's ready to go. My heart goes out to you. And where are you? Is this it? I don't think so. It is. My heart goes out to you. Is that going to fit? Ooh, that is not going to fit on this one. So, and then the next one is just way bigger. So you know what? We're going to go with this one for that, because that circle is just a little bit too small. Let's grab a block. Let's grab our memento. Love my new memento. Love my new memento. It's a game changer. And yes, you're right, Judy. It's not going to fit. Okay, so we're going to use that die. Let's grab a piece of scrap that I have sitting there. That's perfect. Let's actually put that down. I want to make sure that I don't go too high. Okay. My heart goes out to you with my new memento. Karen, it's so easy. It's so easy. So on the email that I sent out yesterday on my Facebook page, it has all the dimensions, okay? So I think what I did was I put down all of the cardstocks first, and then I cut out all, or I typed out all of the design paper second. Let's grab our cut and emboss. Love my mini. And if I can use it during my live, it's just way easier than grabbing my big guy. And so now when you're die cutting, you're going to use your number 1, your number 2. You're going to put down your cardstock, then your die, and then you're going to grab your number 4. And I think I'm good. We're going to put dimensionals behind that. Karen, you will be amazed how easy this card is. And once you make one, you're going to have a hard time not making them again and again. Wait till you see my second card, the wiper card. That's going to be great for your granddaughters for their birthday cards. Okay? So let's get all of that out of the way. We're going to take all of these little pieces and make sure that they are popped out. We're going to grab our dimensionals and we're going to pop this onto our card. And you know what? I think the brass butterflies would look lovely on here, which I haven't played with in ages. I don't even know if they're still available. I wonder if they are on the last chance. I should have checked that. That one there. There we go. That's gone. These come out really easy. It's just there's so many little pieces. You want to make sure you've got them all. Look behind. Nope. They're still stuck there. There's one there. And I think I have them all. So there is our and I'm going to place that, I think, right here. Okay? Just like that. So because this is overhanging, right? I want to make sure that there's no adhesive in this corner. So when I put it down, I just want adhesive kind of at the bottom and along the side. Okay, let's grab our dimensionals. Let's finish that little guy off. So I want them on this side. So I'm going to flip that over knowing that that's where I want them. We're going to go and let's take one that's cut and put it right here. And then I want to take a peek, and I want one right down here. And I also want to make sure that my dimensionals are not hanging over on any of the cutout part. Brass butterflies are available. Thank you, Karen. I'm terrible. Like, I put that out there hoping that somebody would fly through the catalog for me. Karen, thank you. So let's grab this. And here's where I want to make sure that my writing is square-ish. I also want to make sure that I'm not hanging over on the back, and I'm not, as you can see. And so for this card, you're going to write your sentiment on the very back of it, okay? Let's get those brass butterflies. There they are. And let's just put some of those on our card. How come you fell off? Oh, there's no adhesive behind that little guy. Let's put you down right here, and a little one kind of in an opposite direction, and then we're going to grab another big one, and I'm going to put that down, I think right here, just like that. So there's our card, okay? So it's like a double Z fold, this one, or Z fold. But the next one is the same idea, but it's going to have the wiper version, okay? I put a used between the die and the cardstock. Are you serious? I don't use dryer sheets though. You can use wax paper. Thank you for that, Judy. That's wonderful. So if you have used dryer sheets at home, use that for getting all the little pieces out, okay? So there is our first card. Let's do this again with a little bit of a twist. Pun intended. Kathy Penner, hello. And I do have your name down. Thank you for sharing. So we just finished this. So it's like a double Z fold, right? I'm going to use the exact same layout, and we're going to make the next card into a wiper card, which makes it a little bit whimsy, a little bit fun, okay? So for me, I don't want to create a sympathy card with a whimsy fun card, okay? But for this one, we're going to use this gorgeous paper. We're also going to use some of the Boken, which is how you say that. And this is in the new current mini. That's why I flagged the page. So, whoops, there goes my block. Oh, Debbie Denbo, are you here? I don't think you are. At class, we were talking about memories and more, and there are beautiful memories and more in the new mini. And so I wanted to chat with Debbie about that, but she's not here. So here's the Boken. Okay, so that is on page 39 in your mini. And we are also using the stunning, and I forgot to flag that page. I forgot to flag the page. I'm looking for the beautiful, right here, page 44 and 45 features a lot of this design paper, And then if you go to 43, here's the design paper that I'm going to be using. And there's also these dies that go with it, with the bundle. And there's also some beautiful gems. They are called the party dots. The party dots. Okay, let's do it. And this is called, what is this called? So this is Boken. That's part of the card. And this one is called, let's just flip it over. It'll be easier. Wildflower Birthday, 12 by 12. Okay, so take a look at this. There are 2 sheets of this stunning ephemera in there, as well as all of this gorgeous design paper. Okay, so you've got gold foil on one side, and then on the other side you'll have just a solid image. So there's the gold foil, there's the other side. Okay, so let's see what I came up with for this card. And there's also 2 sheets of cut aparts. So they're like your card fronts are ready for you already, or note cards. Look at these balloons. They're so gorgeous. I love it. Okay, so this is what I did. So if you want to recreate this, I'm going to walk you through it step by step. So you're going to grab your first piece of cardstock, whatever color that you want. I'm going with basic white, and this measures 8.5 by 4 1/4. We're going to score at 1.5. I challenge you all to make a wiper card this afternoon. We're going to score at 1.5, and then we're going to score at 3. And then go to my CST Facebook page, or no, better yet, put it on your Facebook page, but tag me. Okay, so we've got 3 inches and 1.5. There's our first Z. And let's give that a burnish and that a burnish. So there's our first Z. We're going to take our second piece that measures 1.5 by 2 inches, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to score at 1.5 and 3. So 1.5 and 3. I am hoping to go live again tonight and do part 2 of covering my album. So if you want to join me, I will be here. I'm thinking, I've got our grandchildren for supper, so I'm thinking 7 o'clock. Okay, so there is our second one, and that's actually going to go this way on the card. So that's how that's going to go. Now let's get to the fun stuff. We're going to put that aside for now. Here's our card base. Let's cover this area. So this design paper measures 5 3/8 by 4 1/4, and that's the other side of the foil side of this. And we're going to put this delicious looking birthday cakes on that section. Okay. You girls are just intently watching and not a word is being spoken. This is where you want lots of conversation, but that's okay. I get it. I get it. And I only say that because I guess YouTube watches the algorithms, and if there's lots of conversation, they're like, ooh, there must be something interesting going on here. Let's push this video up. Okay, so there is our birthday cake background. Do you see how? Whoops. Oh, your sister just came in. Say hi to your sister, Judy. So now we've got these two sections, and this is 4 1/8 by, well, this is 4 1/8 by 1 3/8. That's the other side of, I'm losing my voice, of, so that's the non-foil side, and this is the foil side. That's going to go down here. And I actually cut this on purpose the same, just to show you that you don't have to cut it in half if you don't want to. But if you were mass producing and you wanted another little chunk, you could. So these are both 1 3/8 by 4 1/8. We're going to put those down. Sorry, foil, I'm covering you. Excuse me. I used to be so like, oh, I can't use this paper, it's too beautiful. But then, you know what? It's sitting on my shelf and not doing anything. Let's put adhesive down on this one. And now our card base is covered. Karen, are you taking notes? You are going to want to do this for your granddaughters. And if anybody else out there has grandchildren, I made two of these, our grandsons in Vancouver. Their birthdays are the 11th and the 12th, and their cards, I made this for them. But their cards are entirely different. Okay, here is our second little Z fold thing, and this is 8.5 by 2 inches. We're going to cover that with design paper. This measures 5 3/8 by 1 7/8, and that's the other side of the birthday cakes. Let's put that down. Here comes the fun part. Karen, watch. You are going to be amazed how simple, well, everybody watch. You're going to be amazed how simple this actually is. So there is our design paper down on there. Let's just go ahead and cover these two. So these two little pieces are from the Boken, okay? And I want this side up. So I'm going to put adhesive on that side. These two little pieces, they both measure 1 7/8, which is the same depth as this, by 1 3/8. Okay. So we're going to put a little bit of adhesive on that and a little bit of adhesive on that. 1 and 2. Okay, so here is our first section right here. We're going to put adhesive down on that first section. You want to make sure that you are square at the bottom and square on the edge, like so. Whoopsie. There's my wiggle room, which I love. Let's just straighten that up again. Okay, here comes the wiper portion, okay? And yeah, so what you want to do now, we've got our card base covered. I like to put the videos on when I make the cards. Oh, Judy, that's exactly what I do too. I do that as well. And now I open this up. Okay, so here's my card base covered. Here's that second flap. This corner's down. Open that right up. Okay, and now we've got, and this is what I didn't do on the other card. Okay, we've got this little piece, and it measures 2 inches tall by 3, okay? I'm just going to take one corner and I'm just going to fold that over, and I want to make sure that I am kind of square, right? I don't want it like folded at a really bad angle. I want it, I want this kind of parallel to that. Let's give that a little bit of a burnish. Now, if you want, you can put design paper on here, but I'm not going to, and I'm going to show you why, because I'm going to cover it. So just this little corner here, just that little corner. Come on, focus. There you go. Just that corner. Now, this edge here, this glue is facing my card. This edge here and that edge here are going to go right in here. Okay, so I want to be flush with the bottom, and I also want to be kind of against that score line. Okay, so when this is closed, I'm not seeing what I just put down. Okay, makes sense? So I've got adhesive right there, like so. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put adhesive right on this area here. And you know how on the first card I actually cut this to size? That's one of the reasons also why I like to do that, because then I know exactly what area I'm putting my glue in. So I'm going to make sure that I don't go taller than this. Okay, so I'm putting my glue right down here like so. So I don't know if you can see that, but there's my glue. Okay, and now we're going to take this flap and we're going to just lay that down like we did last time. So my glue is just on this area here and just on that area here. This is already dry, so when the card is closed, and let's see here. Okay, so there you go. So now when I open it, there's the wiper. Okay, that's why it's called a wiper card. Super simple. Let's decorate that. Sorry, Dar, your name was upside down. We're going to put, let's see here. I want to put all kinds of things on there. Let's grab this. First of all, let's put this down. Let's put our birthday cake down. I want that right here. I'm going to put dimensionals on that. We're going to decorate the wiper last, because then all of these little pieces are going to be tucked away. Where did I put my dimensionals? There we go. It is a wow, Karen. Okay, ladies, where's my take your pick tool? There's my bone folder. Let's put that away. There's my take your pick tool. Let's put, and when I use my dimensionals, I'm actually quite generous with them, because I don't want, like, I like to put one in the middle. I don't want anything caving in. We're going to put one right on that pedestal. Is that sticking out? It is just a tiny bit. There we go. Let's put that down here. And let's grab more. I'm going to put one right in the center here, like so. And I want one in that corner. We don't want our cake flopping. And I'm going to get some real skinnies and I'm going to put them down on the pedestal. So on here, I'm thinking these little guys right here are the perfect size. I wonder which card the winner is going to choose. Whoopsie. Come on. There we go. Let's remove all that backing. And yes, there's a lot of dimensionals there. But again, I don't want this cake flopping into itself. Yeah, I just do. And you know what? When I first started crafting 19 years ago, or doing Stampin' Up 19 years ago, I used to cheat, and I used to buy my dimensionals at the dollar store. You know what I did? I want these off. I forgot to take into account. Remember this open area here? Okay, sorry, cake. Nobody's going to see the back side of that. So yeah, you want to remember, you don't want anything here. So hopefully, how did I do? I think I'm okay. Let's put this down right here. Yeah, so I used to buy my, I'm good. I used to buy my dimensionals at the dollar store. I need to put one right down there. And I had some cards in the house that I hadn't given away yet or gifted. And I went to gift them and they fell apart. So I'm like, I'm done with that. I forgot to put this down first. I wanted this down first. You know what? We're going to cut that. So I've got 3 little flags, and maybe we could even put that. And let's cut that tail off, I think. Before I do it, let's check. Let's check. Yeah, I'm going to cut that off. Yeah, so when I realized that those dimensionals don't keep my cards together, and sometimes you're not there to see if your card is still together because you've already gifted it, I thought, that's it. We're not doing that anymore. So let's get some dimensionals down here. I'm going to put a little one down up there. Let's cut our little V's down here. So that's my dimensional story. So now I'm just like, nope, I'm Stampin' Up all the way. I don't do any dollar store adhesives at all. I don't need my card falling apart, especially when I'm not there to go, oh, let's fix this, because now it's at your recipient's house. We're going to tuck that under the cake a little bit, just a bit. Now, there is a lot going on here, but it's a birthday card. It's a birthday card. Now, let's work on our wiper. We can, let's see what we've got here. Let's see what we've got. I've got a balloon. Here is a gorgeous balloon from that paper. Now, when you're putting your items down on here, when your card closes, that's when you want to make sure that nothing is going past here. But when it opens, it doesn't matter if it's hanging, right? If it's hanging up there. So as long as we stay away from this edge here with things hanging over this edge, we know that we're going to be fine down here. So we're going to put that balloon, I think, right there. It would be kind of nice to cover this with design paper, don't you think? Let's see, what do we have? what do we have little scraps of? I kind of like those stripes. What do you think? Or is that going to be too much? Maybe another piece of boken. Where did I put my boken? There it is. And you know what? So if you are going to cover your wiper portion, it's probably best to cover it before you do all of this. But you know what? I'm going to just eyeball, and I'm going to use a little pencil mark, which is kind of like my little cheat trick when I cover my albums. So I'm going to cut that right about there. And that's going to get glued down the other way, so that little pencil mark won't matter. I think it'll look, yeah, right, Judy? When I did my grandson's cards, I didn't cover it, and I'm wishing that I would have. I got some glue on my cutter, and things are sticking. So that's going to go down. Yep, that's what you do. You could also, for the wiper portion of it, and this is just coming to me right now, you could also just use a piece of design paper for the whole wiper part. Let's cover that up. And then whatever we do on top of here is going to be stunning. Okay, so now that little piece of design paper is there. We're going to put a little bit of glue on the tail. And you know what? Let's do it this way, because I don't have adhesive sheet back there. We're going to grab my cut brush, and I'm just going to pounce on that to pick up the glue on my brush. And I'm going to pounce on there. So now we have adhesive on the tail of our balloon, and we're going to put that right there. Let's move that so I don't stick anything in there. So that's going to cover quite nicely. Let's put, I can't lift that. Things get just stuck down. We can put a birthday cupcake. That's too big. And I mean, there is sometimes less is more. What do you think of that? See how my birthday cake is hanging over that edge? It's going to have to be flush with that. And let's have that stick up as well. I'm liking that. I am liking that. So we're going to put just a little bit of adhesive. I don't want to use dimensionals because I'm just afraid that the card is going to get hung up. So everything on my wiper is going to get flat glued. So there's the cupcake. And do we just put that there and call it done? Or is it done already? And I mean, we could stamp happy birthday there. But I like little images on that. I don't really like to stamp on that part. I'm just looking to see if there's something else, like even just, because it is a girl's card. What do you think? So should we put a flower, or you know what? Maybe this is better. Cut some of the tails off and put the banner there. Do I put the banner? I'm thinking I am. I'm thinking that's what I want to do, is the little flag. Let's do that. Where did my snips go? Yes, the banner. Okay. So I'm going to just kind of cut this banner, like the blue ribbon part of it, kind of rounded, just so that the tails are not quite as long. Yep, that's cute. That's cute. And I'm not going to put any stamping on the front of my card. Let's put that down like that. Let's flip this over and let's stamp. Let's see. What do I want? On our grandkids, on the flapper part, I put, yep, Karen, I put their birthdays. I die cut their ages, and that's what I put down on them. But I want to grab, oh, where was that? I had a beautiful, there. Attention shoppers. I love, love, love this birthday cake. Let's stamp that. And I'm going to stamp it with just a real sweet icing type. I could go pretty in pink, which actually, should we do pretty in pink? Let's see what that looks like. I'm going to do it on a piece of scrap first. It is pretty sweet. And it's so fun, girls. So on the back of my card, which is where I'm going to put my sentiment, should that be the cake? Does that not look yummy? I think so. I on purpose turned it over right away because I want to wait. So I'm gonna stamp this right in here. You could also, before you start building your card, if you wanted to decorate the back of this before all of this other stuff is on there, you could do all of your stamping and stuff. It's hard to get a nice stamped image when you have different layers happening behind. If you want to decorate that, you want to do that first. So your recipient is going to get their card, and this is what it's going to look like. And then when they open it, ta-da! Is that not so cute? But wait, there's more. We need some of these dots on here. Now, this is the party dots, and that comes in the same Lucy, I'm not sure what you mean by Tesla. Yes. Oh, yes, not Tesla. Okay. Yes. Okay. So what color and where are we putting these yummy dots? I want some here. And we could go any color. We could go all three colors, although I don't tend to do that. Yeah, sorry, Lucy. That's okay. I am going to pool party dots. There you go. Thank you. I'm going to put one here because you know how I like to have them close to each other. And then we're going to grab a bigger one and we're just going to pop that right up here. Oh, you know what? Wait a minute. No, my wiper's coming in there. We're going to put it on the cake right here. There we go. Okay, pool party dots. You know you've been playing with Stampin' Up! For a while when you say pool party dots. Okay, so now here is our completed card. Okay, there's the wiper card. Is that not fabulous? And to show you, let's grab, oh, I have some right here. Let's grab an envelope. This is stamped with something else, but I just want to show you how this, if you turn this upside down, this will fit in an envelope, okay? And let's grab our mailer thing just to see it will fit regular mail. It's a little tight, but as long as your embellishments are not super tall, it will pass. Okay, so here are the two cards that we created using the wiper technique or the double Z fold. Now we're going to see who wins the card, and I have a feeling I know which one you will pick, and I am so fine with that. I am so, and you know what? Maybe you'll prove me wrong. Okay, so Kathy, thank you for sharing. Debbie, I'm sorry we missed you. I should have sent you a reminder. Cheryl, thank you. Dar, Sherry, she must be at work. Judy, and thank you for joining me. Oh, and Lucy shared. Thank you, Wendy and Karen and Lucy. Let me add your name. Thank you for jumping in and letting me know. And I'm so sorry that I missed. Okay, so there are the names. Let's get that. Sorry, I shouldn't do that under my phone because I'm sure that's just like crazy noise for you. And I did not drop any. And let's grab one, right? I have one, and the winner today is Kathy. Kathy, you have won the card. So do you want a sympathy card or do you want a birthday card? Okay? And please make a wiper card. It is so fun. It is so fun. Kathy, I'm not going to wait too much longer to see which one you want, but I will get a hold of you and find out. And please make a wiper card. If you have a Facebook page, post it, flag me, because I would love to get my viewership up. And I need your help to do that. So thank you. Kathy, I will tuck this away for you. And when I see you the next time, we will get that into your beautiful hands. So everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. It's been a blast. I had a lot of fun. I'm going to run. Have a great weekend. I'm hoping to come tonight. I'm thinking 7 o'clock, and we'll cover some of my album because I have not worked on it because I'm saving that to do that with you. Lucy, you're very welcome. Use up your design paper. It doesn't do you any good sitting on the shelves. You want it on a card. Okay? We'll talk to you later. Have a blessed day. Bye.